Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 11 where we will be talking about solids. Solids is just another name for three-dimensional figures. So something that is a solid is like a soda can, it's a cylinder, it's something you can touch, it doesn't lay flat on a piece of paper. So here's just a quick introduction video to talk about some of the important vocabulary words you're going to hear in the next several videos and the rest of this unit, just so we're all on the same page. The first thing we want to talk about are what is a base. Okay, so solids have something called bases or one base. It just depends on the type of solid, and it's exactly what you would think it is. A base is bottom. It's the bottom of something. But if you'll notice, a cylinder has two of them because you can really put a can, right, a cylinder, a can, on either of those bases, okay? So it's got two bases, okay? So it's got a base here, and it has a base here. In the next image, we're talking about a rectangular prism, okay? This is a rectangular prism, and it has a rectangular base, okay? So this is the base, and this is the base, okay? Now, the bases are not necessarily always on the bottom and the top like this. Take a look at this next shape down here. This is a triangular prism because it's a triangle, okay? So in a triangular prism, the bases are the triangles. So this is a base. This is a base. But Miss Wisman, why wouldn't it be this rectangle on the bottom? That's how it's sitting. Well, it's like you took it and you just knocked it over. So it's laying on its side. Much like a cylinder could also lay on its side, this triangular prism is laying on its side. So please be careful. The bases for here are the triangles. This is a cube, and it also has a base. You just can't see it. It's right here, and this one right here, and they are squares, okay? Now, there are figures that have one base. Like this pyramid, for instance, only has one base. This cone only has one base as well. Now, there's another vocabulary word that we're going to encounter when we talk about pyramids and cones. There's a difference between the actual height of the cone, and something called the lateral height. The lateral height of a cone. I like to think of lateral height as something that's leaning because it's the height that's kind of diagonal here. The same thing with a pyramid. You have the actual height, which kind of goes right down through the middle of the pyramid. That's your actual height. And you have something called your leaning height, which is that kind of on the edge there. Sometimes you see it down the middle like that. This is your lateral height. So you're going to need to know those vocabulary words. The other thing you're going to need to know is this formula sheet. That's not the formula sheet. This is. You're going to need to be familiar with this formula sheet and knowing what all the different shapes are and what all the formulas are as well. So if you notice, there's every type of 3D figure here, and it's got the volume and the surface area formula for every single thing. On the next couple slides, you're going to be asked to sort the picture, the name, and the formula based on this formula sheet. So go ahead and either print out the PDF attached in Google Classroom or just have it up in another screen so you can reference it when you're sorting the different formulas and shapes. So the first one is going to be two-dimensional. So it's going to be like a triangle and a circle, a rectangle, and a square. And then the second sort is going to be all of the new three-dimensional ones. And so you'll need to make sure to have the name, the picture, the volume, and the surface area matched up correctly for that.